So there's a movie that just came out, or it's coming out. I think it came out this week.
Is it
Terrified
this
3.
week? This weekend?
I think because it was on the news recently that Terrified 3 was out and people were leaving the theater in the middle of the film because of how gory it was. And I remember when the first one came out, people were filmed throwing up in the middle of the theater. It's getting a lot of publicity. It's getting also blocked out of certain countries. People are not allowing this film to be shown in certain countries. Now, have you ever experienced anything like this? Because you like horror. You like all this kind of like noise.
I've watched the movies. They're not good movies.
They're all
not
bad.
Scary. Yeah, they're not scary. There's not really any story. It's basically, I guess you could say, like, I would always compare it to like a Saw movie. It's just gore and it's disgusting. So it skeeves people out. That's why people walk out or people start throwing up in the theater or whatever. It's not really necessarily like, to me, a horror movie. Right? Like a good horror movie to me is like, I would go like The Conjuring, Inception kind of movies. The stuff that deals with like spiritual stuff, ghosts, demons. This is their attempt to me to bring back like the killer people, like the Michael Myers, the Jason.
Got it.
It's like a modern twist on that, but super extra, right? Like with the violence and the blood and the spilling. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
People like it though, clearly, because they're on their third one.
Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah.
And I feel like they have the same formula for promoting it every time. Oh, people did this at the screening of our
and that's part of it now, I feel, right? Like, that's how they're getting it out there.
Look at the reaction. It's just showing the people in the theater like,
Yeah.
And then you go watch it and you're like, oh, this is disgusting, but cool, whatever. It
is.
That's it. But it works. I mean, that's how it gets people in the theater.
When was the last horror movie you saw that you thought was really good and like did really well?
Would Megan count?
You did mention Megan. Yeah.
I enjoyed Megan.
Because they also, didn't they say they were like bringing Chucky and her together at some point?
Yes. Yeah. They're technically like in the same universe. I know they put it in the Chucky like TV show. I didn't even know they had a Chucky TV show.
Yeah, they do have a Chucky TV show. Yeah.
It's all like, it's like third season or something. I had no idea. But I remember seeing a clip that she was in it or whatever. I would say Megan.
Okay.
As far as the newer ones, as far as being scared, it would be the Conjuring series.
Okay.
Any one of those being in the theater for freaking, those are good scary movies. Megan, I just enjoyed it as far as like the characters go, because like there really is no scary characters anymore.
Okay.
Or horror characters anymore. And I feel like she did a really good, or whoever wrote the story did a really good job of just presenting something kind of refreshing to the horror genre. Like, yeah, let's bring it back to similar, but like make it modern and make it work with the whole AI and, oh, they can't die. That's a good way of explaining why your character can't die instead of, yo, he's just a tank, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come Jason is still alive? I don't know. Bro. He eats every bullet, all that good stuff. You know, it's good. Now, I would say Megan. Outside of that, there's just not that much good horror films anymore, man.
Now,
they all suck.
Would you bring a date on like a first date to a horror film? I know they don't come out all the time. But if like right now, let's say that you were going to go out on a date, would you take them to see a horror movie?
I don't know.
Or are you looking for more something romantic?
No, I think romantic's too cheesy, right?
Okay.
I feel like a good gauge for a first date would be like a comedy or a horror.
Okay.
Right? Because you kind of see something that they would be afraid of, right? Horror movies are good for first dates because like if they are scared of it, it's just an excuse for them to touch up on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And then they feel your muscle and then now it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have a story for you.
But I would prefer comedy just to see.
Yeah, you like a good laugh.
You guys, and to see if you guys are on the same humor level.
Yeah,
right? Because that's a big, to me.
Sense of humor is great. Yeah.
That's a big factor in dating.
I think that's
somebody.
better. Yeah.
If we can laugh at the same kind of jokes and all this kind of stuff like that, I feel like we would mesh well more than like, all right, this person's either easily offended by something, so I got to walk on eggshells, this, that, whatever. Not that I'm not super raunchy or anything. I'm not into like crazy dark humor, but you know, whatever. I think comedy would work better.
Yeah,
horror's
I think so
a
too.
good second though. And then obviously something that you like if I want to go watch a Marvel movie or something, maybe she's into that too. Now we lit.
Yeah, you know? That's even better, right? Because now you're into the comics, you're into that whole world. Yeah. So I have a story for you about a horror story, right? You're not gonna believe. I think I told you this story before, but long story short, I went on a date with someone, and she wanted to go see a horror film. The horror film that we went to go see was Insidious. So keep that in mind.
Nice.
How long ago was Insidious, right? If you're with me on this one,
or something like that?
What year was that?
I'm about to just Google it.
Yeah. So as you Google it, we went to go see the movie. I don't like horror films, so I'm trying to like keep the macho man like you know.
Oh my God, 2011, bro.
2011. That's how long ago it was. So I'm trying to keep that like serious vibe. You know, I got this. I ain't worried about nothing. We went and got the popcorn and we got the food. We went to go sit in the theater. And for the most part, a lot of the like jump scares that were in the movie, I kind of felt them coming because of the music, right? Mm-hmm. So she wouldn't know, but I would like look to the side so I don't see it, or look up, like try not to look at the movie, but I know it's coming. So how can she see me? It's dark unless she's really like looking into my eyes kind of thing. So I kind of got away with it. But there was one particular scene, I know you know what I'm talking about, when the guy is talking at the dinner table and there's a white wall and it keeps going back and forth as they're talking. There's no music, there's no nothing. They just go back to the guy with the white wall, and then you see the devil just right there. I got so scared, Chris. I legit, my popcorn went in the air. We never went on another date after that. That's how it ended. And I was scared. I couldn't sleep that night, bro, because I'm like, because in that film, there are certain parts where like there's silhouettes in the corners and stuff. So now I'm thinking everything is something when I see a silhouette. I'm looking in the rearview mirror, like, is it gonna pop up behind me as I'm driving? I'm trying to focus. Yeah. Never again. I'm glad my wife doesn't like horror films, so we don't have to do that.
You pulled the cartoon scared move. The popcorn flying is crazy.
It was so unexpected.
Did you let out like a little yelp?
I just
Did you hit the people behind you?
No, the theater was kind of empty, believe it or not.
Oh my God.
I think it might have been like the second week that it was out.
Oh,
that ever happened to you?
No, because I don't get scared like that.
But when you saw that scene, did you get scared?
Of course.
Okay.
Like I said, the Insidious and like the Conjuring movies are actually scary. They're scary movies. So I can understand getting scared at that. That's a good movie to get scared by.
Yeah.
But I never reacted like that. I don't think I've ever like. I've probably screamed in the theater.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
But you wasn't like ah.
No. I've never flung my popcorn up. I'll tell you that. That's crazy.